The bottom line is this. There are a lot of reasons why the Niners lost that game. But a big reason they lost is because of how good Kirk Cousins was. He's better than Brock Purdy. And see, this is where it's not going to be I told you so.
No, this is your moment. Go ahead, flex.
It's going to be 1 minute, tops. Like for everybody, I'd rather have Brock Purdy than Kirk Cousins. Really? Okay, you can still feel that way, but let me ask you a question. You really think Kyle Shanahan wants Brock Purdy instead of Kirk Cousins? You watch a game like that last night, and it becomes clear why Kyle Shanahan really likes Kirk Cousins. Because he's really good. He's a really good quarterback who, like many really good quarterbacks, hasn't quite experienced the success in the playoffs that other quarterbacks have. I'm done.
Well,
I'm done.
I'll say this about Kirk Cousins. I mean, 14-4 were his numbers, 14 tugs to 4 picks going into that game last night, Steiny. He had been 12-21 all time in his career on prime time, but he was 2-10 on Monday Night Football. And was that all his fault? No. But last night he was in his bag, and I got to give him credit. And I think it's disrespectful to Kirk to say somebody as new as Brock Purdy, who we are still – the book is out.
You can't do this.
Is disrespectful to Kirk.
You can't be disrespectful to Kirk Cousins for the last 3 years, okay? And now, because he had a good game, say, well, now we can't be disrespectful to Kirk Cousins.
No, he's having a good year.
Right, but y'all have been disrespectful to him for years and years and years.
Well, Steiny, you take it out of context. We only say it's disrespectful when it's prime time or money time.
Okay.
There's not a throw he can't make. Pre-read, the dude knows what he's doing.
Well, then why
got paid as
why
much.
did it shock the hell out of you that he did what he did? Because it's easy to say, I'll give Kirk Cousins his respect, but the reality is you don't, because you're blown away that the Vikings could have won this game.
Right. Well, I thought we'd see a lot of chuck and ducking from him, and the Niners front D-line would get after it. I mean, to have a guy damn near throw 50 pass attempts, drop back 50 times, and you're telling me, I just can't get over this. The Niners couldn't get one sack? What did the kids put? GTFOH. That's what I would have said to that.
888
Think of my guy. You
957. I do. 888-957-9570 is the number. We're talking Niners. They lose to the Vikings 22-17. They're 5-2. They got the Bengals coming into Santa Clara next weekend. But I really did look at that game last night and think, what did the 49ers really do well? Did they do anything well last night? And we can start with Purdy. I have no problem starting with Purdy. He wasn't very good.
2 interceptions, you can't be good.
But they just didn't run the ball great.
But Minnesota they were loading the box. Now, it's going to be hard if Earl Campbell was back there or the greatest running back.
So what's the alternative?
The passing game.
Okay, what happened?
Well, they didn't have many possessions because Minnesota was dominating the time of possession, but they had the ball enough. 36 minutes, 35 minutes Minnesota had the ball.
Damn.
And when you're converting 70% or more on that on third down, like, I just wonder moving forward, is that how you stop the Niners? You do your best to sell out, stop McCaffrey, the MVP, and then you put it on the youngsters, his wits.
Yes.
I thought they had passed that test, I guess.
Well,
I'm not saying they failed it.
But hold on a second.
Cincinnati's going to try to do the same exact damn thing that P.J. Walker, Cleveland did, and Minnesota did. And I'm going to be honest, partner, you could tell me Minnesota had a bunch of close losses going into that game. I didn't think they had a chance. But they stopped that run.
Well, you didn't think they had a chance against Cleveland. Cleveland to beat the Niners. You got to give everybody a chance. Let that be our lesson today.
Well, you look at what played out Sunday before Monday night, but we ain't talking about the other games. We're talking about, is Brock Purdy the guy?
Yes.
Did I crown him too soon? I'm not changing my answer, but I'm telling you, I'm a little
He's
nervous.
the same quarterback he was 3 weeks ago.
No, Steiny, throwing the ball over the middle, those look like Garoppolo. I'm being real. Those look like Jimmy throws, but they're happening when the game's on the line. And I thought this kid early was immune to that.
See, when you say that,
I'm being real right now.
When you say they're happening with the game on the line, he's had one game where he just threw 2 picks. The game last week.
He threw an interception against Cleveland,
right,
Steiny.
but last week he led the team to a chance to win a field goal.
But before that, he threw a pick.
Okay, so 2 games, and now he's got it. Now he's got a problem.
I'm different. 2 chains.
No, you're doing exactly what you said you never do,
okay.
and
on
that is
drive
you give him the benefit of the doubt
for the field goal position. If you watch closely, the first ball should have been picked, and he's been getting away with a lot of that. And I'm wondering,
and now he's been getting away with a lot of it.
Coming home.
Now he's been getting away with a lot.
Getting away with some
so
throws.
Then why did you crown him?
Well, because
what did you see if you had been getting away with lucky stuff for the last few weeks?
The outcome.
Let's go to Jimmy in Dublin. What's up, Jimmy in Dublin? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
Hey.
Hanging in.
Hey, man, I just want to say something, man. Like, see, this is what I don't like about, like, homers and these Niner fans. So, last night, right, as soon as the game was over, I went to social media and I made a post, and I said, let's see how long it takes before these unloyal Niner fans start treating Brock Purdy just like they did Jimmy Garoppolo and just like they did Trey Lance. It's like, I mean, like, a dude can't lose a game or two before they're ready to send him off. And the Niners act like they, like in the last 10 years, like, I mean, okay, the Niners have had some success, but I just don't like that. And then I want to say one more thing. And Goo, you might deny this, but I remember months ago, back during the summer, and Steiny, you were bringing up, man, what if the Niners went out and got Kirk Cousins? And Goo, along with you and all the other callers, oh, man, who won? Kirk Cousins is trash. His record is blah, blah, blah. Hey, Kirk Cousins is better than any quarterback that the Niners have had in the last, I could say maybe 10 years.
Yeah.
You guys could, elaborate with that off the
Like,
he might be.
He said not one lie. It is not a might be, Steiny. Kirk is better than Jimmy, right?
You tell me.
If you put him with Kyle, if they had the quarterback contest, Kirk would win it. Arm strength,
all
all
of a sudden.
that. No, ain't no all of a sudden, man. Kirk, I told you before this game started, he had a quiet 14-4.
Okay.
The dude can make every throw. He's thrown for 4,000 or 5,000 yards in this league. I'm speaking for a lot of people, and they don't need me to be their lawyer. But Steiny, the only thing with Kirk is I felt like he wasn't clutch. He would mess it up when it was money time.
Okay.
And last night I was waiting for that pick. I was waiting for that throw. It didn't happen. And you know what? It hasn't been happening here lately.
But those are just words. And I'll tell you why they're just words, because at the same time, you did not give them a chance to win the game.
I did.
So to me, it's easy to Kirk, he is good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
I didn't.
Well, but then you got to acknowledge that a chance to win.
Okay, so tell me if I'm not being
Kirk Cousins was the best player on the field last night. It's not even close.
All right.
Not even close.
And that's why my biggest concern for the Niners moving forward here is their defense. Okay, Kirk Cousins, I'm praising him. He deserves it. Shame on all of us for doubting him. But 2 weeks ago in Cleveland, P.J. Walker, he won a game. He beat you. So that's why I'm concerned about the defense. And last night they did nothing to put that to rest. No sacks. Couldn't get off the field on third down. And Kirk Cousins was missing the best receiver, one of them, in the league. And Vegas told us, money talked, Charlie Sheen, this was supposed to be a cakewalk. Niners by 7. Niners by 10. And they're not doing their part. So if the Vegas, you ain't a gambler, that's fine. So if the Vegas part doesn't get you, I'm just up here like, okay, if Kirk did
not
that,
every favorite
and PJ
wins.
Walker
not
did
every
that,
favorite wins every game.
That.
I mean,
but
come
we're
on.
talking about 2 games in a row. What's Joe Burrow like? What are they going to do?
I don't know, but a week ago or 2 weeks ago, they were done. Remember, they were done because they started 1-3 and Burrow was hurt. Well, I guess they're not done. Like, I thought the Vikings were done at 0-3.
Well, hold on.
I guess the Vikings aren't done.
I got to pull my
I guess the 49ers were going to win the Super Bowl going 17-0. I guess they're not going to do that.
I got to do something to you. I got to pull you back in.
Hit me.
Because you're too far ahead of your skis, and I'm shocked you're not claiming the Cousins stuff like you are. But you're sitting up here acting like you weren't a part of this Niner mania.
Not like you are.
You know, no, it ain't just me.
No, it's you.
You knew, Stein. You were like, Goo, this thing is incredible. You were in there too, and now I feel like you look at you smiling. I feel like you're saying you were the guy with air freshener. Everybody, slow down.
That's right.
No, you were in there too.
That's right.
So meet us halfway.
I'm actually not going to meet you halfway.
You were in that too.
If you think I'm going to meet you,
come on now,
your hype machine, you're crazy.
So where
I'm
were
never
you
going to meet
5-0 and us doing the shows? They look invincible.
Brock Purdy's a good quarterback with great weapons. He's a good quarterback with great weapons.
And it was about the home field advantage with Philly, right?
So what? They're one game behind Philly.
Again.
And here's the other thing I said.
So what? It's about that's what you were looking at.
Listen to what I also said. I said I've said this all season. They have an extra weapon. When they've got Purdy, McCaffrey, Kittle, Ayuk, and Debo, it's an extra weapon. They're at another level. The last two games, they played without Debo, basically last week because he was ineffectual, and they played without Debo this week, along with Trent Williams. When they have a regular team, he's not going to look as good. Brock Purdy is not going to look as good when he just has a running back, tight end, and receiver without that wild card of Debo Samuel or whoever is the guy who gives them that fourth weapon.
Like that you did say. Horace Bird on YouTube, Guru, quit trying to throw Steiny under the bus. This is my guy. I'm not. I just feel like you're pointing the finger at me and the rest of the people. They got drunk on this Niner team and how dominant they looked. That's all.
Yeah. But I know it's football.
So you predicted them losing to the Browns with P.J. Walker at quarterback?
I didn't think they were going to go 17-0. I didn't.
I'll give you that.
And here's what I also don't understand. If you predicted the Niners to go 13-4, why are you so irate?
Because you're losing to teams that you're better than.
Okay.
I understand you can lose any given Sunday, but don't look at me when a team is favored by 10 and they lose like it's just nothing. And don't look at me when you're playing Kirk weak-ass Cousins without his best weapon and you're favored by 7 and this defense got shirts on, will kick your ass and bringing the radio out like LL Cool J. You set a tone and a standard. Now all of a sudden the bullies get knocked in the mouth and their lunch money taken and you want to tell me there's nothing to see here.
Well, I'm going to tell you that all your hype for 5 games was overstated.
And you got a defensive coordinator problem.
Stop it. Stop it. What do you mean we
there you go, handing out hall passes again.
The guy, he's 7 games
Come
into
out
his
the booth and get on the field and inspire your unit.
You know what? You're
like your 2 predecessors.
You're just trying to get a reaction.
No. What reaction?
Well, you don't know.
It's his unit.
Okay,
what's going on?
Dude, what do you know about whether he should be on the sidelines?
Kirk Cousins dropped back 45 times and they didn't get a sack.
Okay,
I know that Warner said they got to play with more passion.
Okay, so it's because Wilkes is up in the booth.
Oh, that's not that.
Well, dude, I'm just saying
that out there. Come on.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, like
you got to get that fixed, but that's material.
Okay.